No, it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. I don't even know who's gonna watch this. It don't matter. I felt like putting something up today. I'm in the mood to do some content. An update for anyone who's gonna watch this. And if you don't watch it, that's okay too. What have I been up to? For starters, this year started off pretty rough. Number one reason to that was, so for those that were watching, I got into a shop. I got into a shop in this city called Roseville, which is just right up the way from Sacramento. And the person that I was renting it from was very adamant about me moving into that shop, trying to make it all special, trying to wine and dine me. And anyway, so I was like, okay, I might as well just move in here. I couldn't find anything else. Although I was supposed to look for something else that day, he sent me a picture of like my logo or something on the door. So I was like, okay, dude really wants me to get into the shop. Lo and behold, this fool was a crook. You heard that right. He was a crook and a weirdo on top of that. But it just didn't work out, so I had to move out. Some things he did, if you saw the video I did about it, I don't want to talk about it on here, but it was some really creepy, freaky things. And so I knew it was time to go. But on top of that, the guy created like a fake business selling my transfers and never printed transfers for anybody. He was just collecting their money and saying that he was the actual transfer person or the printer, which was never the case. Like I said, he was a crook. We got out of there pretty quick. I found another place, which is in Sacramento. I'm learning Sacramento. Obviously, I'm not from here. I'm trying to learn to like this place because this is where Santana, my son, is from and has to be. So I'm here building a life. Although I still go out to Vallejo quite often, I'm just here. This is where I lay my head out right now. And although I don't like it, I'm just learning to appreciate it. And while I'm here, I might as well get to learn this city. It's not like my city at all whatsoever. But it'll do for right now, and you never know what can happen. So that was the number one thing that happened to me at the beginning of 2024. But obviously in February, when that was happening too, we had a major loss in my family. A major loss, which I will not talk about. I don't want to get into that. For those that know, and that was really, really, really difficult for our family. Tough to get through. So that put me down for a little while. I was out of work from there. I had just gotten my shop and I couldn't get things loaded into my shop fast enough or moved in fast enough because of what I was going through. But we eventually moved it in. But let me rewind. I have to say thank you to one of my homies who I connected with during the time that I've been out here. That's my boy Magno. Magno has a car wrap business. He's also doing DTF stuff too, but his car wrap stuff is off the chain. So I'm gonna leave his link somewhere in here. So if you need any car wraps and you're in the Bay Area, if you're in Sac, if you're in LA, wherever you're from, even if you want to drive out here with your car from wherever you're driving from, that dude's one of the dopest car wrap guys, hands down. But thanks to him, when that stuff happened in that one shop in Roseville with the weirdo, I was able to store my equipment at his shop. He kept me going for a little bit. There was some other people that kept me going as well, helping me with my business while I was down for a little while. And I gotta give him his props. Did it hurt my business a little bit? It did, because during that transition process of moving into this new warehouse, being down for a while, there are a couple of companies that I was printing for as one of the West Coast printers. I can't say the name of the company, but they're obviously online. I can say they sell shirts, they sell apparel. You can put two and two together and figure out who that was. It was all right. They paid pretty decent, but let me tell you, the pain and the hassle that comes behind printing for a company that doesn't know anything about DTF, I would never do it again. So that was the rush for me to get into this new building, because I didn't want to lose that contract, because that contract came with two companies together. And I thought, if I lose that contract, there's no way I can have this building. I don't know if I can make that kind of money. But what I was doing, I didn't realize I was hurting my own brand, because I was printing less for the people that were ordering from me. I was starting to fall behind a little bit because I needed to always rush for these people. And when I tell you, like, them orders never stopped. The company gives you like this block. So from like 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., which was my cutoff, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., they're pounding you with orders that are coming through their website. And those are your same day print and ship. And the UPS around me, because they only use UPS, the UPS around me closes at 4 p.m. So I was in here early, grinding it out, stressing, rushing to get Santana from school. I had no life printing for these two particular places. So anyway, from 5 to 10, that's your same day cutoff. But now after 10 a.m., all the orders that weren't same day still needed to be printed. So I felt like it never ended. I was in my shop sometimes 24 hours straight, no sleep. My health was starting to affect me. And so I dropped working with them. Some people in my circle thought I was crazy because, you know, it was guaranteed orders. And how are you going to get guaranteed orders like that? But I just have this crazy amount of faith where I said, you know what, I'm just going to go with it anyways. So I dropped them. And obviously, moving into the shop has been a little bit of work. I'm still building stuff, still bringing stuff in. But then my own brand took off, and now we print regularly. So much so, I'm always sending somebody else business because I can't keep up with it sometimes. So I send other people business. That's what happened there. And so in the meantime, you know, summer, we're trying to figure out how to put AC into this building. I'm still trying to mourn from February's loss. And it's been a little bit of work to try to figure out how to piece this whole thing together, but it's going. I still have some stuff I want to build in my shop. Like I have a recording studio, I got to build that, and then build like a room that we can shoot content in. There are a lot of plans for this building, and one of my good friends who's partnered with me, he rents a little space in here from me as well. You guys see him quite often. He was my neighbor who became like my close friend, my closest of friends, my boy Howard. So we're building some stuff in here. He's got some business ideas of his own, so we're gonna make this building work. And I got a really good cost on it, so I gotta thank God for that. I'm in the hood though. You heard that correctly. I'm in the hood, but come on, don't let that be the reason you don't want to come over here and get some transfers. No, I'm not in the hood like that. I'm in an area that I guess used to be pretty wild back in the days. They've done a lot of cleaning, obviously, because it looks really nice around here. There's some amazing businesses that I'm surrounded by, and I'm in the middle of kind of everything. I think I'm about 5 or 6 minutes from the mall, the Arden Mall. So we're in a good location. Do I eventually want to grow from here? Yeah, I do. I want to get into a bigger shop. I want to have more machines, more things to offer, and that's all part of the process, part of the plan. Now let's fast forward to September. I lost my dad, and so that's been a little bit to deal with, and so that kind of set me back a little bit. I still kept it pushing. And again, I had to reach out to some people for some help while I was down. I mean, we still got prints done, we still got orders done, we still got things out. So 2024 hasn't been all that easy for me. And then obviously, you know, when you co-parent, that's been a problem since forever. And so you have that in between everything else going on 2024. It could be a little aggravating co-parenting with someone you can't stand, but you know, you have to. But I keep the peace as much as I possibly can, but needless to say, 2024 hasn't been easy for me. It hasn't knocked me down either. I get right back up. But it's felt like 2024 has flown by so fast though. I feel like we just did Christmas, we just did Thanksgiving, and here we are a month away from Christmas, a few weeks from Thanksgiving. I'm like, dang, time is flying so fast. But it also should help you realize, it made me realize, and I've realized this a long time ago, that it is going that fast. We don't have enough time on this earth to enjoy the people that we love, the things that we love, to adventure by doing new things we've always wanted to do. We don't have that kind of time. The time that you have is now. So if you don't take advantage of it, you're going to miss out. And once you're gone, you're gone. I know we've said this a million times, but once you're gone, that's it. So I encourage people, man, to take the time out. You're not ever too busy to spend time with those that you love, to communicate with those that you love. At the same time, knowing that life is this short, tomorrow is not promised. I can only tell you, based off of what I have learned to do, is you need to eliminate the people around your life, within your circle, who don't add value to your life, who suck away time, who suck away energy. You don't need those people in your life. That is going to shorten your lifespan. The amount of stress that people bring into your life is so unhealthy. So I have learned to minimize my circle. It's gotten smaller through the years. It's at a great place right now. And the circle that I have around me are people who are either pushing me to do better, to be better, to grow, to motivate me. And I offer the same things to those people in my circle as well. And that's what's kept me going. And I hope that I've been of some type of help to those in my circle as well. Anyhow, so I'm not going to get on here and say, well, man, 2025 is going to be like this, or I'm not saying that. I can just say that I hope to be better than I was in 2024. I hope to continue to add value to those who watch. Why I haven't been shooting content or I actually have, why I haven't been uploading any. And I just felt like I got tired. I got tired of the industry. The industry is not what it's all cracked up to be. And I've never been that kind of guy. Like I'm not trying to sit around and be fake. That's not me. And I feel like a lot of the industry is, it's really, really, really fake as far as the big companies go. And I just didn't want to work with anybody anymore. I had issues even with the printer company that I worked with on the printer. I just felt like, I don't have to put myself through that. I've worked way too hard, way too long. I've lost way too much to sit here and continue to still lose things behind companies and people who don't truly value you when you're not pushing a link. And so that got frustrating. But then at the same time, I thought, why am I pushing links for places when I can go get this stuff on my own? Obviously, there's film back here, powders and stuff that we hope to release here to my left. But I thought to myself, we're making these people rich as hell for what? Just so we can say we've done a piece of content for them, so they can share our video on their page or something one time. And I don't know, that to me at least, it just doesn't work for me. It doesn't fit the model of my life and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to build and what I'm trying to talk about. I do want to continue to help people build a brand, start a t-shirt business, start printing businesses. I want to continue to help people in that way. So hopefully I'm saying something that does, or I'm showing something that does along the way. You won't see me pushing links. I'm not a link pusher. I will continue to work with certain companies that I have friendships with, direct friendships with, nothing that is based off of you have to sell this amount of whatever product, or you can only talk about us, use us. That is not the kind of stuff I'm trying to be around. That was the kind of stuff I was trying to get away from. So I got tired of the industry, and that's probably why I just kind of fell off on doing any YouTube stuff. And I don't have a humongous following on YouTube anyway, so I've always said YouTube is just a place for me when I feel like shooting some content, when I feel like talking about something that is in longer format than Instagram. I'll shoot a few more pieces on YouTube. I just want to know that what I'm talking about holds value, that people really care to listen to it. If not, I'll continue just to shoot on Instagram and TikTok and do what I do. I have enough business where I don't really have to shoot any content, and I'm liking it that way also. Now I don't want to be like completely obsolete. I still want to continue to inspire if possible, and be inspired by watching other people and content creators. And I've made some amazing friends, some amazing fellow content creators and influencers and of that sort. I've made some amazing friends. And to me, the ones that I can respect the most, I don't need to name drop. They are, in the circle of, the guys that have been around for a long time. Those are the guys that, to me, they can push a link, but they're doing it because they actually either use it, they've been with them companies for a long time, and they've built a certain relationship with these particular companies where they do hold value. These companies know their value, and they are telling you the products and the things that have worked for them, that do work for plenty of other people. So I'll continue to support those guys, and you should too. These are my closest friends. Obviously, my boy A-Dub Productions, Gary, T-shirt help desk, my boy Big Brando in the building. Now Brando, that's my dog. That's my dog. It's one of the realest dudes you will find on any social media. What you see on video, that fool is like that in person. That's one of the most realest dudes, hand down. I got so much, respect for Brando. My boy John Phenom, you already know me and John Phenom, tighter than some shoelaces. That's my business partner. These are guys that I network with closely. I got a buddy, Richie Shannon. He's got Laser Transfer Supplies, another great guy in my life. There's probably a few other ones, but I'm saying that these are the guys that you see heavily on YouTube, on social media, that I will continue to follow. I will continue to take any piece of advice from. They drop gems left and right. Oh, and I can't leave out my boy, Rich Kuhn. That's Hustle Ninjas. Another great guy. Those are the guys that I would always say you need to continue to watch those dudes. Those are pioneers of this social media content creation when it comes to anything t-shirt business related. Those are the guys you should continue to learn from. And I've made plenty of other friends along the way that I'm close to. That's a beautiful thing. But that's what it was all about to me in the first place, was to continue to build networks, continue to make friends along the way. I've hit plenty of bumps along the way. I've knocked my head a few times. I've had to cut off a few people. I've had to damn near put some hands on, one or two. That comes with the process, I guess. I'm a very passionate guy. When I tell you I'm my friend, when I tell you I love you, I mean it. When I tell you I got your back, I mean it. So I've been let down. And if you let me down, I don't know. Sometimes I don't take it too well. I know how to, to walk away peacefully. But when you put some stuff online about me, we got an issue, bro. Don't poke the bear. Let me show you. For those that haven't seen the shop, or you have, there's not much to it. Obviously, I still don't mind this over here. I got to build some racks. There's a lot of stuff I got to build. It's a pretty long warehouse. This is one of the machines, right? This is the 24-inch Uninet. A beautiful machine. This is what everything comes off. Now, look, let me tell you this. The printer is just the printer unless you know what you are doing. I have studied my butt off. I have learned from some of the greats, man, in Germany, in China. I have learned so much from the folks, and of course some folks here in the States as well. So when I tell you I really know DTF, I really know DTF. On top of that, though, there's always some room to learn. So I'm constantly learning something new. And DTF is still evolving. It's going to continue to evolve. New printers, new formats, RGB plus CMYK. That's a new wave that's going to start. So you can get more vibrant colors. And we'll go into that some other time. But this guy right here, let me tell you, I have invested, even though it's the Uninet printer that I got from them, I have invested in this thing. From new heads, new lines, new inks, new software, you name it, I had to do. But anyway, that's one of them. And I do have one in my storage as well, which is a 17-inch I'm hoping to bring in here shortly. There's not much to this office space. That's the poo-poo room. That's the poo-poo. This right here, this, not that you care, but in case you walk into my shop and you got to go poo-poo, this is the poo-poo room. That's the poo-poo room. Just make sure that you flush it. I got wipes in there to wipe your nalguitas with and everything. I even got dew wipes in there. But anyway, this is Iron Woman. This is Iron Woman. That mother effer is fast and powerful. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what I have. It's empty space. Got a food cart. Got a food cart as well. Because my boy Howard, we're putting this food cart together. Man, we're always into something, man. Always into something to try to build the next business. You know what I mean? Like, never, ever stop learning. That's what this is about. Let me take a trip outside. Let me see. Ooh. The beauty about this place right here. Ooh, there's this cat staring at me. He's always out here. I kid you not. He pops out and he will wait till I leave. I've tried to make friends with him, but he ain't messing with me just yet. We're gonna give him some time. But let me tell you the beauty of this space, this warehouse. I'll leave you guys with this. Is that when I moved in here, I was asking the landlord. I said, well, what can I do? He said, you can do whatever you want. Build anything you want, so long as when you leave, you either take it down or you leave it here for the next person. So obviously I'm gonna build something, and this is the build out right here. If you wait from that line back there, we're going all the way over here around. So I have a recording studio, like I was saying. So the recording studio is gonna be on the front part right here. There'll be a wall and a door that'll lead into a whole other space over here. Obviously I'll have my heat presses and stuff in here. Little lounge area. We can put a big screen in there, some couches and stuff like that. It's gonna be really nice. It's gonna take some time, obviously, but that's the plan for this. And then on this side over here, there'll be this wall, right? That blocks off the studio into this side over here. There'll be the two printers. We have the embroidery machine. Embroidery machine will come over here. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in the works. We just got to get there. Like anything else, everything takes time. But I'm still working. I'm still grinding it out, still learning. I'm still enjoying the process. Sometimes I don't. And for a while, I didn't, due to what I had to go through with the last shop and a couple of these companies, one in particular that I don't want to talk about, put me through it. I dang near needed to go register myself in a nutty house. It was bad. It was driving me to the point where I was like, I'm done. It was all during the time that I was trying to mourn. I'm still mourning. But I was like, you know what? I don't have to respond. You don't have to respond. I don't have to live in fear. I don't have to worry about anyone coming in here taking anything from me because I'm building it. I built it. And on top of that, let me tell you this. Your business, remember I said this, your business, your rules. Don't forget that. You teach people how to treat you. You teach your customers how to treat your business. So however you let them act is the way they're going to see your business and the way they're going to see you. So once you put your foot down, your company, your rules, watch the changes that happen after that. No is also an answer to no. So anyhow, I want to leave you with that. If you got this far, I appreciate you. Drop me a comment. Leave me something. I need something positive. Give me something positive. Let me know about you in the comments somewhere. Let me know where I can follow you at. Let me know your link if you can put that in the comments somewhere. Let's chit chat. Let's talk. Let me know how I can support you. I always want to rock with somebody. If you got DTFs yourself, let me know where I can find you. Let me spread your link somewhere and get some people to buy some DTFs from you. I might even, I don't know, I got a DTF machine and my silly butt will still buy transfers to support somebody. I just love to do those kind of things, man. There's nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. But anyway, if you got this far, I appreciate you. Let's go.